Welcome to Average Talks. We are two incredibly average individuals, and this is where we talk about things. I am Justin. I am one of your hosts, and here I am joined through internet. I was going to say the power of the internet, but that's Boogie2988. No one likes him anymore, so...
Yeah.
I'm joined through the internet by Austin. Say hello.
Hello. Oh, hello.
Oh. Hey, you actually did say hello this time. Ooh. So that's a
Yeah.
first. But
I didn't add some weird white people-ness.
yeah. Yo, guys.
Yo, my home dog. No, okay, I'm sorry. I started saying it like, oh god, I hate me.
So yeah.
What episode is it, Justin?
Oh god.
Is
67
it 23,
and a
Justin?
half.
No, it's 23, Justin.
I thought it was
Say
20
23.
You said it was 22 before we started this. 22.
No, 23. I said it's an odd number. That's why you start the intro.
All right, it is episode 23.
Thank you.
I don't know. I have a good time botching the episode number.
Yeah, I know you do. And I think it's my mission just to make you say the right number at least once.
Yeah.
So then I can cut everything, or editor Austin can cut everything else out. So, to make you say the things I want you to say.
Yeah. So what do you got going on? What has your week been like? Because mine has actually been pretty eventful.
Good eventful or bad eventful? Let's
Yes.
just get that out of the way first.
Actually, it's
cool.
all been good eventful. Every single thing has
good.
been good.
Cool. I'm going to riskily open up this Dr. Pepper in the middle of our recording podcast because I'm afraid it's going to explode and we're going to find out real quick. Nope, didn't explode. Okay, I'm good.
Boom.
So I have been working my damn ass off for the past week. It's been a week. As my usual saying goes, it's been a week. I've been tired. My sleep schedule is not getting any better. I keep staying up late, and it's hurting me on the inside. I should actually, figure out how to go to sleep at a reasonable time. I might need melatonin, or weed, or fucking alcohol. I don't know.
Valerie's been.
I need to go to sleep.
Valerie's been taking melatonin recently, and it's been helping her.
I might do some melatonin.
Like she takes
Okay.
just 5 milliliters or milligrams, whatever it is, a very small amount. Yeah, 0.5. She's saying you don't even need that much. Yeah.
Well, no, I'm saying, you don't, a lot of the doses are very high unless you have a melatonin deficiency.
Can you hear her?
I can hear her. I don't know if it's going to come out on the podcast,
Yeah, it's
on the
really
audio,
quiet. But a lot of people, or a lot of the doses are really high, and it's mainly for people with a melatonin deficiency. If that's what you're saying.
That's the only reason you need a dose.
The only reason why you would need a dose so high is if you had a melatonin deficiency.
I might have a melatonin deficiency. I don't know. But anywho.
I don't know. You could just be heckin' dumb.
Probably. Yeah, probably. One good thing that kind of came out of the week was I built a terrain map for D&D. It's all grass and a little bit of sand, and yeah, it looks nice.
Yeah.
I don't know if I sent you a picture of it.
I don't. You might have. I don't know.
I don't think I have. So I'll send you that in a little bit, but yeah, I did that. What else? I got some other topics to go into for today, but I kind of want to see what your big news is. That was the first one, and I want to see what is big, that it's in bold and the slightly italics.
So,
Oh god, I'm dying.
we, and by we, I completely mean Valerie. All of it.
Okay.
Are buying a house.
Yay! House.
Guess where it is?
Is it close to me?
It's not close to you.
All right, you're gonna have to tell me later.
Oh, I was actually just gonna give you.
Don't dox yourself.
No, I was gonna. It's 30 minutes out, or around 30 minutes out of town.
Oh, okay. That's not
And
bad.
It's a tiny home on 5 acres,
Oh, cool.
and it's got a storage container on the property. So that's gonna be we've already got plans. It's gonna be a lot of like home improvement stuff to spruce up the house, and then also
Yeah.
like that storage container is gonna be storage, workshop, and possibly fitness, and yeah.
That sounds nice. That's awesome. Good.
Yeah. Should we, in terms of like our process with that, we have gotten to the point where we have made an offer. Offer has been accepted, and at this point, and yeah, at this point, we have scheduled a inspection. Do we schedule 2 inspections, or just one that's going to cover both, or?
It's a home inspection, and then eventually there'll be a water inspection also, but that's a different day.
I don't know if you heard her, but it's a home inspection.
And a water inspection.
Yeah, home inspection, water inspection, but this is a home inspection that we're getting done.
Good.
And then she's also in the process of doing like initial payment things or whatever. It's not the down payment, right?
Deposit for the lawyer.
The deposit for the lawyer, she says.
Mm.
So,
Good.
yeah, and that's the estimated move-in date or closing date will be end of July.
Nice. Nice. Wow. Wait. The end of July?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Huh. Cool.
So you can actually, I was gonna say if you want to volunteer to help move, but I'm actually completely razzing your berries, and I don't expect anyone to want to volunteer to help move.
If you need help, I'll help you.
I do treat movers very well.
Valerie says she does treat
Although-
movers very well because she does, in fact. She will pay you in pizza and other things.
I'm okay with pizza and
I
other
also do
things.
all the
Pizza and
work
other things are good.
there, and I mostly just need arms.
I have arms. I have 2 of them.
He's on board. It's sounding like he's on board, although I'm not gonna hold you to it. Don't worry.
Not for all the
As
people
long
that
as it's
find
not a
out.
weekend.
Don't. It's not a week. I don't know what it is.
If it's a Wednesday or a Thursday, you have my arms.
Estimated closing date will be a Monday.
Yeah, because you don't want to close it on the weekend because I don't know. I didn't finish reading the article that told me that. But apparently you don't do it on a weekend. Or like Friday.
Hey. I can.
Apparently it's that.
If it closes on Monday, then I could get done
Well, I
Tuesday and we
would-
can not podcast and then just work on fixing things.
He says we
Or
could
moving
We
things.
could possibly do it Tuesday or like move it. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll play
Yeah,
it by ear.
We'll figure it out off podcast.
But yeah.
Oh,
so
lovely.
it's a
Send them the link.
yeah. I'll just send you the link to the place. I don't know why I didn't.
Yeah, do that. Do things. Do things later. Here,
I'm doing it now. Damn it! You talk.
Fine, I'm gonna talk. So last Sunday, no, not Sunday, last Thursday, one of my buddies from D&D was not feeling great, so we wore a mask and we still played D&D and everything, yada yada. Then the post went out on Sunday that our DM had been in contact with a person who had the Backstreet Boys, or had tickets to the Backstreet Boys reunion tour, or COVID-19, as a lot of as the Game Grumps are calling COVID and all that kind of junk.
Oh, I should. That actually reminds me that I do have something.
All right, cool.
You continue.
Yeah, I'm gonna continue. But he'd been in contact and he was gonna go get tested. He didn't have any of the symptoms, just a slight cough, or not a slight cough, just a sore throat. And I've had a sore throat myself, and so.
Oh, you're gonna die.
Maybe, I don't know, but I might get 2 weeks off first, and that will get paid, which that will be nice.
He has a sore. He's had a sore throat, and so he may have La Llorona.
No, we
It's-
don't know.
We don't know.
Don't know.
He's saying it's unlikely at the moment.
It's unlikely at the moment, but that also.
What?
Is he getting tested?
Not yet.
Yes, I'm gonna go get tested
he
tomorrow.
Said he's getting tested tomorrow.
Is he
Yeah,
going to
getting-
work?
He said he might be getting time off. For
2
work.
weeks.
He
Yeah.
might be getting 2 weeks off for work.
I don't know. I'm gonna go find out.
He's gonna go find out.
They're obligated.
But
Literally,
funny enough,
by the
my
US
store
government.
and also other Publixes
By
have been hit
our
by La
president.
Llorona. So
Yeah, I saw news about Publix
yeah,
getting wrecked.
yeah, public news and
There's
I know
been one that
one
already got
per
diagnosed.
9 people were out that following Monday or that Sunday. Yeah, Sunday. We had 9 people out in a certain department that I'm not allowed to legally say because of other fun things. And
I'm working on it.
let's just say grocery was not one of them. But what else? What was going on? So that happened. My buddy also works at my Publix, but we don't work in the same thing together, so we don't know. We'll find out one day. Hold on, cause this. Yeah, shit. What else has been going on? So that's been happening. Need to go get tested. But yeah, I might be staying home for 2 weeks, and if I do and I feel up to it, I'm probably gonna be streaming Twitch. Which my Twitch link is down in the description below. Also at Austin's Artist Tires currently is how it's spelled, which I will finally fix the artistries sometime. I know I had Twitchers mad at me. I was like, hey, you can't change your name until, like, you can't change it rapidly. You have to wait like 30 days or something. I'm like, alright. But yeah.
But
Should I fill it in with white?
But yeah.
yeah.
What before we get to your concern news, you destroyed a Discord server? How was that?
So that's the whole thing that happened.
What do you mean the whole thing that happened?
All
Is
right.
that the big? That's not the big news.
No, this is the other big news. So I think last week I told you a little bit more about exclusively games dying, like
Yes.
website no longer posting.
Yes.
Well, on June 15th, the Twitter stopped posting too, and the Twitter was like the dog that's surrounded by the fire, saying this is fine, just like blissfully ignorant, just in their own world. And so once that stopped posting, we're like, all right, we're making motions to either jump ship or take control of the server. One or the other. It really depends on what happens. And so I made an announcement saying we're changing our name I said vote if you want to rebrand. And I said if 66% vote in favor, we're gonna rebrand. 66% voted in favor. So then we had a poll for names, and then we had a poll with the top 5 names, and now we have a name that may or may not be changing. I can actually give you an update on if that name is changing right now. As of right now, the name is changing. But
No, I voted.
Oh, okay. So you've been. Yeah,
Yeah.
because you saw. Yeah, you got that notification.
Yeah.
So, have you voted the new one?
Yes, I already voted for the new one.
Okay, good. So yeah, as of this second, we are exiled gamers. However, it is looking like we will be changed to Gamers Exile. And
All right.
what
Mhm.
you voted against it?
I kind of liked Exiled Gamers.
The problem with Exiled Gamers is the biggest problem is that it's already taken in a lot of things. And then also, I explained it in that announcement. Whatever else I said. Also, when someone says EG or XG, EXG, first thing that's going to come to mind, especially in this community, is exclusively games. So
That's true.
changing it and flipping from EG to GE or whatever we're going to go with for the abbreviation, it still keeps the ties, but it shows that we're like separate.
Something different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Okay,
then,
that makes sense.
And yeah, so that was the whole thing. I emailed Jeremy from the Quartering, the guy who spends all day on Twitter now just finding rage bait and makes videos on how he's angry about it. Back in the day, he used to talk about how those people were deplorable and sad and whatnot.
And now he's become one of them.
Yep.
And
so-
oh, the irony.
Yeah, it's something staring to the abyss. But he, I emailed him saying, "Can you please give us control of the server? Because right now we can't make the changes that we would like to." And I mean, I think I've already kind of mentioned, or I've explained the whole "we have our own server now" thing. But we formally were asking for ownership of the server, and then yesterday, this was over 24 hours later, he said, what did he say? "I will update people shortly." That's all he said. And I was like, okay, maybe we'll get something tonight. All right. And hopefully I'll get a response.
Mm-hmm.
This black guy just said that not all, like, black is the most accurate, like, term, and not African Americans, because not all African. This is me explaining my question. That not all, black people in America are African Americans. There's Jamaicans, and he said Cuban. Are all Cubans black, or are only some Cubans black?
In Cuba, pretty much all of them are black.
So are you black?
Stop.
That's staying in. I don't give a fuck. That's staying
I don't
in.
care. I just want to know if I'm dating a black guy.
It depends on who you talk to.
I'm talking
Valerie
to
with the
you.
real
Okay.
questions.
Okay. Okay,
And he's black.
If I
And
kill
he's talking to Matthew McConaughey.
if I kill someone and it angers the news, I'm white. The news. Like, if the news were to report it, they're gonna call me white Hispanic.
Oh my god. That's funny. That's fucking funny.
That was a debacle that I'll have to talk about off the podcast. Either that or we
Well,
mute, or either that or we take this part out, or what I'm about to say.
Oh, I want to leave it in. This is funny.
I'm saying what I'm about to say. We can leave the rest in. All right. So before we were so rudely interrupted,
Yeah.
he told me that he was going to respond shortly or update everyone shortly, and so I was like, all right. And so that you know, everything on whether or not we were going to stay in the exclusively game server or jump ship was dependent on this email, or like his response to this.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, whatever happens, like, it's all right. Like, that's what I'm telling everyone, is that, like, where we go depends on what he says. And then the poll closed for the new name, and I was like, I'm cutting the cord now. We're jumping ship. I locked the old server. If you go into the other server now, which actually, as of when we started this podcast, Jeremy, or like when we started it, like started this episode, Jeremy has officially locked down the server, or has locked down the
Really?
server on his end. But I initially locked it down, and on every single channel, I put a post saying the server is dead, and we created our own server, and we're now this name. Yeah. And so
The server is closed due to a thing I'm not going to finish with
I
because
said-
the pool is closed.
God damn it. I said following the end of the website and all of related social media, the community has moved on to create their own clan with similar ideals to exclusivelygames.com. In order to have full control of a Discord server, we had to create our own. And he actually acknowledged that in his post. He said, I could see the active members moved on here to form a new server, and I 100% support that. So that was decent. But yeah, he said he's locking the server down. And I think he's planning on deleting it. That's actually, now that I read that, he says after you all have a chance to migrate. So it sounds like he's actually planning on deleting the server. But as of this moment, the server exists, but no one can post in it. And I actually had fun with it. Oh, he fixed the name. I changed the icon to a poorly drawn logo of exclusively games in Microsoft Paint, and then also
That's pretty funny.
I have to type how I spelled exclusively games.
It's soft trolling. Like, it's not, like, super trolling.
Yeah, like it was.
By the way, why do when I scroll down in the the active members of the new server, there's like 80% anime profile picture? What's up with this?
Some of it's ironic. Some of it is.
I don't feel like
Just-
a lot of this is ironic.
Whatever Souls is ironic.
No, I don't like fucking shout out people's Discord names, but
Oh, I mean he's Souls. He's a bro. He's a resident alcoholic, honestly.
Still though.
But yeah, and some of them aren't. Some of them like Dust. I mean, you know Dust.
I know Dust.
spoilers, or not spoilers. Whatever. But yeah, his is just like yours, like a drawing from someone. And
Yeah,
I don't know.
mine's pixelated though.
There's Animu profile pictures. We don't talk about those.
We don't. We just don't discriminate too hard.
But yeah, it was quite empowering locking down an entire server, and
Did it make you feel like a god for a moment?
yes, and I was tempted to delete all the roles, but instead Jeremy locked down the server himself before I could do it. It looks like he deleted the moderator role. Either he did that or he removed it from everyone. Because yeah, at this point there are no moderators. We lost our mod chat, which makes us sad. But
Aw. Everyone is now the mod chat.
but yeah,
Everywhere is the mod chat.
we have the new mod chat anyway. All of the active exclusively games mods are in it anyway.
That's good.
But yeah, so we are now probably Gamers Exile, and it's looking like our acronym will be GEX, pronounced GX, or I guess if you want to say GEX, or maybe you can say GEX.
Gex. I like Gex.
The problem with Gex was God, I was reading a thing. The problem with Gex is, or the reason why we didn't immediately go with Gex is because it's the name of a game franchise and the name of the main character in that franchise. He's a gecko.
Wait, is that the fucking... Oh, shit, I remember that fucking game.
Yeah, so that was the reason why we didn't immediately go to that, but it's looking like that's winning.
I kind of like that, though. I'm going to switch over my fucking vote. Where the fuck? Where's that goddamn vote? Never
It's
mind.
in server suggestions.
Yeah, it'll be fine. Fine. I'll do it later. Anywho. Yeah, no, it's... I'm glad for you, because you, like... You do like moderating this stuff, and, like... It doesn't seem to be that hard for you, kind of thing. Like, there are
Yeah.
probably some days where it sucks, but, like... I feel like those are few and far between.
Yeah, there's never any days where it sucks. Just there's some days where it's time consuming. But
Do we ever want to post our podcast to them, or, like, content pimp us, or no?
we can. I did it in the beginning.
I think we should keep doing that, so maybe other
I mean,
people would
if
listen
we
to
want
this
to tie
fucking
ourselves
thing.
to the clan, we can.
What?
If we want to tie ourselves to the clan, we can. We can make it an official thing. One of the mods is working on a like couch co-op series, so yeah.
That'd be kind of nice. I don't know. Someone already made a fucking mug. God damn.
Wait, was it Quinn?
It's in
Yes, it
meme
was
crafted imagery. Goddamn,
Yeah.
Quinn. So quick. Alright. We
'Cause
need to stop
he
talking
always
about
wanted an
shit that's
exclusively games
live.
mug, and he never got one, so we gotta make one ourselves.
Yeah. Alright, let's stop. Okay, move away from the from that. Go back to the podcast.
Okay.
Oh god. The
Look-
problem is we don't have a lot of fucking shit going on. Also,
Yeah.
what is your concern?
concern. It actually is a pretty big concern. I forgot to mention it in the whole everything's great thing, because one thing is concerning. And what that is 2 weeks ago, I want to say. Yeah, it was the weekend before the last episode.
Mm-hmm.
My dad told me that he thinks he has La Llorona.
Oh no.
And then on Father's Day, no, it wasn't Father's Day. And then as the week went on, he apparently his blood pressure suddenly dropped, so he went to the hospital, got tested. He tested positive.
Oh shit.
And on Father's Day, we tried calling him, and he said, "I'm in the hospital right now. Can't stop coughing." And so we were like, big concern.
Oh
But
fuck.
yesterday when I checked in on him, he was out of the hospital, and he said he's feeling better. So hopefully he's on the downward trend.
Yeah.
He first started really noticing symptoms Wednesday before last. So
Good fuck, man.
yeah, hopefully it's all good. But it is definitely a huge concern because he's diabetic, and I remember before all of this, before it really made it to the U.S., we were talking about how if he got it, it wouldn't be ideal.
I think I remember the conversation of if he got it, he was gonna say, "Well, I'm fucked."
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad he's getting better. I'm sad that he had to go through that bullshit, but yeah. He ain't my dad, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like I feel for him. I don't really have anything else going on. I finished a book today. I can say that. I finished Skaven Slayer. We don't have a lot of other fucking topics. So.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I had something going on.
Do we want to talk about Valorant?
If you want, I don't know any news about it.
Other than it's just out now.
Oh,
People
it is?
can play it.
Oh,
I thought it was out.
I don't know. I haven't kept track of it ever since the hecked up thing,
Yeah, that's true.
the DRM stuff, or no, the anti-cheat stuff that really turned me off of the game. One thing I can also mention is on the topic of me moderating Discord servers, I am now a trial mod in that Modern Warfare 2 Revivalist server. It's up to
Ooh.
748 members.
Huh.
And
Nice.
also, I did discover some hardcore hacks in Modern Warfare 2, mainly in IW4X, the kind of free private server quote unquote version of the game. Because when I tried to test it in the original game, it looked like they actually had fixed that. But I got a new mouse, and it's one of Logitech mice that let you unlock the scroll wheel. And so when you use an FAL or any semi-auto weapon for that matter,
Yeah, I know this
unlock
trick.
the scroll wheel and just scroll, and it makes it full auto. It makes it shoot like it's full auto. And so, for the sake of not getting banned on any server, I joined one that I knew was filled with bots. There were 8 bots in the server, and it was team deathmatch with like a super large score to win. So I was like, I'm doing it with an FAL. I go in there, and I was absolutely destroying everything. And I got my first ever nuke, which I think is my first ever nuke. I definitely haven't ever gotten a legit one, and I still wouldn't call this one legit, so I'm going to pretend I still have never gotten a nuke.
Please tell me you recorded it.
No, I didn't.
You son of a bitch. You need to record it. You need to record it. I want to watch this.
All
I
right.
want to watch all of this. But yes, do that. I did play MW2 for a little bit. It was fun. And then I got banned. I was like, what did I get banned for?
Wait, were you booted out of a server, or were you banned? Like
It said banned. No, not VAC banned, just banned. I was banned out of a server. I'm like, what did I do?
What? What were you saying?
I was using like a UMP. I had rapid fire FMJ. I had like, I think the 9mm is my secondary.
Yeah, that's
I had flashes and stickies.
yeah, that's exactly why.
Why?
because the problem that you run into with a lot of servers now, especially, I mean, on Steam version, it's people who will mod the servers, and then on IW4X, it's usually done just before the server's created. They can actually like edit the game. People
I was winning.
people like to ban people like to ban weapons that they don't like, and then also what you've run into with the Steam version is the people who become host, then they get control of like everything with their mod menu, and then when they start losing, they ban people.
I was on a 10 kill streak. I was
Yeah.
gonna get a Harrier, and I just fucking died. I was like, "You've been banned." I'm like, "What the fuck? What is this?"
That's exactly what happens. They
I was having a good time. Like, I was doing good. I had nice kill streaks. I was happy.
see
like-
a lot of the people in the community hate the UMP because it's such a broken gun.
But it's fun.
I know. I've been running akimbo UMPs my entire first prestige, and I am level 60.
We need to play, by the way.
Yes,
You
we
got me
do.
back into it, so you gotta help me play. By the way, I need to download that one mod, but we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, IDV4X isn't even a mod. It's just it's an independent thing.
Still,
But
the
yeah,
thingy.
yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Yeah, that is one thing that's super frustrating about Modern Warfare 2 in general. Like nowadays, is you'll get into a server. Did you play at all to where you joined a server? You're in team deathmatch, but you ended up in a ground war game.
I think I saw that. I think-
'Cause that
what's Ground
happens-
War again?
Ground War was a team deathmatch and domination playlist with big teams.
Yes, that one. I did do that. God, I sound like Skaven. Sorry.
Yeah,
I said yes, and I was like, Skaven. Yes.
they tend to do that a lot, and Ground War is a lot of fun, so I don't mind it. But the one problem that I run into sometimes is I'm running akimbo UMPs, akimbo Glock 18s. So there are times
so trollish.
where I will spawn into the game and all I have is an F2000, because
Huh?
in the Steam version, when they ban a gun or a weapon or whatever, like a weapon combo, or
Mm-hmm.
they replace it with the F2000, the worst gun in the game.
Yeah. That's
And
awful.
so, I'll join a server. I'll see you have an F2000, back out immediately, because it's not worth the time. Like, it's,
Do you want to start up the MW2 while on call?
I cannot. Not time.
Oh, okay. Aww. That's
Yeah.
right. You're gonna go get me food. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is gonna be a short ass episode.
Yeah, I'm trying to like.
I can't think really. I've been working too hard to actually do. Oh, fucking my Tuesday game for D&D is gonna be starting up again. And I have session tonight, which I have 75% of it written down. Yay, improv. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's gonna suck a little bit, but it's gonna be all right. Maybe, who knows?
You can look at that at the house I sent you. Like the
Oh
one
no,
for
I
the
did.
house. Oh,
I figured out how far it was from my current place, and you're about 40 minutes away.
really? It should be a lot. Oh wait, no, 'cause you're way. Yeah, you're off the
Yeah.
interstate.
Yeah, you're 40 minutes. So, then again, interstate time is varied
Yeah.
because you can floor that bitch.
Yeah.
Anywho,
So yeah, that's the house, and the property's mostly woods, but it does have a shooting range on property. So if you
can I
wanna,
bring my gun?
yes.
Yay!
And we do plan on clearing it out a little bit more to make it more shooting rangey. Like right now, it's just a stack of logs that's used to stop bullets. It's like 7 feet tall and 6 feet deep, or the other way
No,
around.
we you
Um,
need dirt. You need dirt. You need
Well,
like concrete stuff.
Well,
and-
the wood is perfectly fine. Like it'll stop anything, but the plan is maybe extend it, add more of a berm or something, and also the property behind it is 20 acres that's not populated. So it's the odds of shooting someone on accident by just shooting that way are extremely low. But
Yeah, still, you want to be careful.
yeah, like, and that's why. I mean, like, if we do widen the area, it's gonna have. We'll probably put more of a berm. But yeah, and then also we're probably gonna be building actual actual targets like you see at like a shooting range, just the 2x4 frames, and and yeah,
You're gonna get
like,
some steel spinners.
She considered it. We getting steel plates. We're getting steel plates.
Yeah,
Or we just bought
that's awesome.
What? Yeah, she's saying probably gonna start with just bottles and stuff, but yeah.
That's fine. I can add a lot of like
And if
aluminum
you think your ass
cans
can clean up
and
all
some
the
probably
glass,
some
just
glass
pick it up.
bottles to it.
What?
I said, and if you think your ass can just shoot the glass and not pick it up, you're wrong.
Yeah, I'll probably do cans instead because it's easier to pick up.
Yeah, it's easy to pick up.
And if the ass thinks you don't have to pick up your brass, you're wrong.
Well,
No, you gotta pick up
probably
brass.
Figure that out, yeah. Or probably
Who
figure
don't
that-
pick up brass?
Just let you know.
People who shooting 22.
I like sass.
Well, people shooting
sass.
22 are fucking degenerates.
22 is so much fun to shoot.
Okay, it is fun to shoot, but you just plink away ammo. Like,
Yeah, that's the point though. What else are you gonna do with it?
well, fuck. Not put it into a Glock, I'll tell you that much. See the Glock
Do you have a
44?
story? I have not seen the Glock 44.
Okay, the Glock fucking gun meme time. The Glock 44 was Glock's next biggest thing that came out like roughly either last year or like 4 months ago. I don't remember which. But they were hyping it up and everyone's like, "Oh, it's going to be a short-barreled rifle for a Glock or whatever." Like their own version of it. No, it's just a Glock put in 22 long rifle. And guess fucking what? It jams like a motherfucker. Because you know why? Because 22 long rifle fucking jams.
Yeah, well that too. Yeah.
So it is like it is notorious for being fucking awful for jamming.
That's
So
hilarious. You were
Yeah.
there in the server when we were talking about gun memes and
Yeah.
my dilemma.
yeah, you're fucking
We can actually draw this out a little bit more by talking about my dilemma.
yeah.
So
So let's talk about your dilemma.
So, for the listener, we are
The listener.
yeah.
Yeah, you're right. You're
Uh,
right.
So, with having this property, I expect to at least or pretty often, or I would like to regularly open carry just on the property as I walk around in case I see something that I need to kill, mainly a venomous snake, and
Snake.
Insert me.
yeah, insert meme.
Don't tread on me. Or
Yeah.
stop.
No step.
No step.
Don't.
Don't.
Get down on snake level so that they see that they need to stay out.
Yeah. But yeah, if I ran into pretty much the only situation where I expect I would have to shoot something would be a venomous snake
Or bear.
or a bear, but
Rabbit fox.
I would
Yeah.
not
Wild
probably
hog.
wild hog, yes, but you would need 12 gauge.
I said
Yeah,
dog.
no, you
Oh.
can't fuck with
Well,
a
that's
hog.
new fear, thanks.
Um,
Wild hogs pretty much won't bother you again unless
Anywho.
they're a
Um,
hog for a while.
but yeah, so yeah, my choices were basically like I was thinking, the easiest choice would probably be a revolver that shoots 410. And so I was looking it up because I didn't know exactly like what they were or what could do it, and it's basically the choices are a Taurus Judge, which I'm
No.
extremely familiar with the Judge. I just didn't realize that it could shoot 410, or the Smith & Wesson Governor, which is literally Smith & Wesson's version of the Judge. So
But better.
better is arguable.
Okay, it's made by Taurus.
Yeah. One's made by Taurus while the other's made by Smith & Wesson. That's the difference.
Yeah, pretty much.
And so it's probably more reliable, but like according to some people, not as reliable, or equally as unreliable. So at the very least, I know the Taurus is about $450, and then I was just because I was like, I will have our own property. I mean, I can do all the gun memes I want. Started looking at Civil War era rifles because I'm a big fan, or Civil War era firearms in general because I'm a big fan
Yeah.
of them. And I was looking at like buying or just buying the replicas or I should say reproductions,
Mm-hmm.
because the buying an original obviously is not viable. And if I ever owned an original, I would never shoot it.
Yeah, no,
And-
you don't shoot those. That's like
Yeah.
frame.
Yeah, and so I was looking them all up, and I found out that I can't exactly speak for the rifles, but the revolvers are not serialized and can be delivered straight to your door. It is completely legal.
Awesome.
And so I was really on board with that and with that meme because I don't have to go anywhere. I can just have it delivered to my door.
Fucking Amazon that shit.
I think you can.
Oh
I
my
think it's
god.
on Amazon. Maybe not.
I'm about to buy a gun.
But yeah, it's their black powder revolvers. And I was looking at all the things about them, and the dream would be an 1847 Colt Walker, the big iron, except
Heh.
cough. There actually it was a revolver named the Big Iron, or called the Big Iron, which was shortly after the Walker. Is pretty much the size of a Walker, but a little bit more modern. I think it was based off of an 1860 Colt Army or something like that. But the thing that's so fancy about the Walker is that it was Sam Walker went to another guy who, like a gunsmith guy who worked for Colt,
Mm-hmm.
whose last name was also Walker. I don't remember his first name, but he was like, "Listen, bro, these little pea shooters that we got, they're not doing it. We need a real revolver for our cavalry guys."
Damn.
And so he was like, "All right, well, I'll get you a real revolver." And so you pack a rifle charge in it.
Oh.
It uses it's a low rifle charge, but the one shot is 60 grains of black powder.
Jesus.
And in comparison, I think the Colt Navy uses around 20 or so, like 20 or 30. So like, I mean, I like playing War of Rights. Their big thing was accuracy, like, you know, accuracy in terms of historical accuracy. And when you hear a Colt Walker fire, it sounds like a rifle firing in the game.
Oh.
And
That sounds fun.
I want one. It was the biggest and largest, or the biggest and most powerful revolver until the 357 Magnum was created. Because it was 44. And it wasn't 44 Magnum, but it was 44
Jesus, I'm
caliber.
looking at the size of these fucking things.
It's a 4.5 pound revolver.
God damn.
So the problem with that is that it's huge and is like, I mean, around the property, it's probably fine, but if I wanted to have it as my own personal carry weapon, like if I was gonna go off my property, carrying around an extra 5 pounds is not that great.
No.
And yeah, and like I actually watched a video on using black powder revolvers for self-defense, and you get like two choices. It's an 1858 Remington or a 1860 Colt Army. Those are the only ones that are powerful enough to kill someone with one shot, because odds are, or to definitely kill someone with one shot, because odds are you're gonna need, or
Two.
your best bet would be one shot because of the whole having to pull the hammer back thing. Because it's single action. That's what I mean.
Oh, it's
and you
oh
can't
yeah,
reload.
it's single action.
Yeah, like I remember a joke about, like, while playing War of Rights, someone asked why you can't reload revolvers, and someone was like, "Cause the war would be over by the time you're done." And it's entirely true. There's a video of a guy, like, he was talking about the viability of using them for personal or for self-defense, and he's like, "I'm gonna I have one shot in this. I'm going to shoot it, and then I'm going to reload as fast as possible." And he did all 6 rounds, and it's like 3 minutes long of him. It's at least 3 minutes. Him getting the black powder, pouring it in, putting the ball on it, hammering it down, and it's hilarious.
Jesus.
But if I did that, I would make paper cartridges, because you can. And so the big thing with getting a Walker would be it's Walker versus a Judge at the same price, and yeah. One of them's a good meme, the other one's a pretty bad meme. And and then what I was actually, or when I was looking at like just getting into black powder revolvers, apparently the best recommendation is to start with a Colt Navy. They're $250. They're like $100 on sale. Like,
nice.
I might just wait for that. But yeah, it's a whole thing. There is a happy medium revolver with wanting a Colt Walker and a Taurus, except it costs 3 times as much as both of them. Or as either one, and it weighs as much as a Walker, but it can shoot 410.
Ooh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, and it has the old revolver style look to it. I can probably find it, but
I'm looking at the fucking Colt Navy.
Yeah,
right now.
the Colt Navy is,
I like that.
and if I wanted to go cheaper, I could go with the Confederate version, which is 44 caliber, which is I find that amusing that the higher caliber one is.
The Confederacy.
Yeah, that's the reason why it's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I'm so happy that guns have gone to the status of fucking shells and casings and yeah.
Yeah, having
Internal
cartridges rather than.
Yeah. Because I don't think I'd be as much of a gun guy. Like, no lie.
Black powder is a lot of fun, but it's a lot of work. And having to clean it, that's a big problem.
Oh. Don't even start about trying to clean some of this shit. You know how well I have to clean my goddamn 9mm Beretta to make it sure it doesn't jam every five rounds.
Well, that's the Beretta.
Look, I like my Beretta. Don't get me wrong.
I mean, it's a nice gun, but yeah, it's pretty.
It's a Beretta.
Yeah.
Also, that is a nice looking gun.
That's the happy medium. It's the size of a Walker, but
Jesus,
can shoot a
fucking price on it.
Yeah, there's a 0% chance I'm gonna get it. Also, when I was looking at the rifles, I do want to point out the fact that I am appalled at the fact that every single one is at least $1,000 for all the reproductions.
Yeah.
Except for that revolver one that you saw.
Really? I like the revolver one. The revolver one looks fucking dope.
That one's apparently on sale for $600.
That's still nice though.
It's a good price.
That's not a bad price.
But
I wanna use that gun for one of my D&D characters now. Like that's a nice looking gun. It's a good gun.
talking about that BFR. The one I sent
The
you just
revolver
now?
one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's BFR. It's not big fucking revolver, but it's close. Biggest finest revolver.
Biggest finest revolver.
Yeah, it's big fucking revolver. We're not gonna kid anyone here.
Yeah.
Like all of them are designed to be massive.
Fucking when you need to shoot a goddamn what is it? You need to shoot a T-Rex from 2 houses down and through your own house.
Yeah.
Get the biggest fucking
Through a
gun.
concrete wall.
Yeah, fuck it.
But yeah, so that's my dilemma with what gun to buy. I mean, odds are I'm probably just gonna get. I'll probably end up with. I mean, not a Taurus, but I'll end up with something black powder, just for the memes, and just because it's memes, dreams, and peppuccines. Having a 1847 Walker is a dream, and then. Yeah, trying to think. I guess, I mean, that would be viable, just because I don't imagine I would be shooting anywhere farther than 10 yards, and at that point, the Taurus would work fine.
Yeah.
Because I watched a video of a guy shooting from 10 yards, and it has around a 2 to 3 inch spread.
Ooh.
With a 410. And, I would imagine at least one of those, that was with buckshot. And I would imagine at least one of those would hit a snake if I was shooting at a snake.
Hopefully. Oh, fuck. I forgot to save that one thing. I think they call it the devil's shot. shotgun round. Hold on. A devil
That
round or
sounds
something?
familiar. That's not the one that's filled with salt, is it?
No. So essentially, it's a round ball shot, a spacer, another set of round ball shot, another spacer, and then 6 like not 223 ammo, but like some long ass rifle ammo on the front of it,
Oh my god.
and then you fire it. And so you have this nicely compact like 5 or 6 rounds just kind of near the center of where you want to shoot, and then just all this round shot around it. Like it's funny looking. Like it's awesome though. I'm like, this is cool. I want this. And another topic. Have you seen the PS5? Like that got announced in last week.
I've seen the images of it. I've obviously seen the memes.
Oh yeah.
I haven't really paid too much attention to the games because, like, from
Mhm.
what I can tell, like the graphics themselves aren't much of an improvement, and the games themselves, like some of them are like kind of cool, some of them are pretty bad. So, yeah,
Yeah.
that thing's terrifying.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, it's terrifying, but it's awesome. I don't know. I'm kind of interested to see, and actually, I probably will get a PS5 at some point. Like, you know me. I was a very big proprietor of Xbox over PS4, but then like I just moved away from it. I don't know. Not a lot of people share the same games and everything, so I was like, this kind of sucks. But I kind of want a more single player experience for things, but yeah.
Yeah. I just don't plan on buying any consoles, especially not anymore.
Yeah, no.
'Cause
You got WAF.
If I'm in any situation where I want to play a game with a controller, even like if I want to do it on a TV, I'm capable of doing that.
Yeah.
And this new house, we plan on putting our emulator machine in the living room, and so if I want to play, I mean, I play old games anyway, but if I wanted to play a new game, odds are eventually I'll get an upgrade for my computer and just put the old hardware in that one,
Yeah.
and then yeah, it'll be. If I really wanted to have a console experience, I could. I
Yeah.
just don't, I guess. I don't know.
That's fair.
Also, I
That's
have
fair.
the Switch, and I'm having a decent time with that. I haven't
Yeah.
played in a while, but yeah.
I would say, how's Ring Fit?
It's going well. I skipped yesterday just because I was super tired and I slept for like 3 hours. Trying to think, there was something that like kind of frustrated me, but it's nothing really new. Just the same. Like sometimes the sensing can be a little off, and then yeah. So far, I haven't run into any more of those leg problems, or that leg workout problem.
Okay,
Like
that's
with
good.
them sticking the gym thing right there at the same time as the person who focuses legs and then gives you horrible choices for leg workouts.
Oh. Can I talk about my D&D experience real quick?
You can.
Alright, cool. So, I had to introduce a new character, and he was fun. His name is Dante. He's a gunslinger, which that really pissed off another character, or another player, because they're like, why couldn't I do a gunslinger? And the DM's like, I didn't want the gunslingers at the time. But then, then I was like, hey, DM, I have a thing. Can I do a thing? He goes, depends. What's the thing? I'm like, gunslinger. He goes, give me a very good reason why he has guns. And then I gave him a very good reason why he has guns, and he's like, do it. I'm like, all right, cool. But
What if I made a gunslinger that was a Civil War soldier who?
you did, you bastard, and you.
No, he was a warrior.
No. It was a fighter. It's a fighter that is a gunslinger.
Fighter. I was close.
Yeah, no, that's essentially what I had to do. I had to go fighter
Okay.
gunslinger. Funny enough, I took the same. I want to say the same 2 grit abilities that you took. I took.
They're the best.
Yeah, no, fucking free bonus action, get advantage, and then piercing, which makes sense for my big gun. Which my big gun does 2d12 plus 5 because that's my dex.
Nice.
Wait. Which I'm also 3 levels into rogue, so that means I get 2d6 for sneak attack. My minimum damage that I can do is 1, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. My minimum I can do is 9. My maximum that I can do is 53.
Heck, that's a lot.
Yeah, I can do a lot of damage in one go.
In the words of Phil Swift, that's a lot of damage.
No, wait, hold on. Correction. I think I might be wrong. Plus 12 plus 5. Actually, 41. Sorry. 41. My math is off.
Heck. That's still a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage. Well, then again, that's 2 12s and two 6s. So, then plus 5. But yeah. That's a lot of damage. And I have a very high potential. And that's only with my big gun, though. I do have a revolver that I call a hand cannon because I get a D10 off of it, which is nice. But, anywho, they're like, oh, we have to see if he's actually worth his, like, fucking weight in metal. Like, go with our ranger out early in the morning, go kill an elk, or go hunt, and we'll see what your gun can do. Funny enough, my character has never shot anything living with a gun before, because he practiced good gun safety, and he does not want to shoot things he does not want to destroy. Which my character is also, like, slightly dwarvish, even though he is a human. He was raised by a dwarf, so you kind of learn on dwarf mannerisms. Especially in my buddy's world, with dwarves being very stereotypically dwarves, like Tolkien dwarf. So that's always fun. And, yeah. I dropped an elk with 20 damage in one shot from 50 feet away up on a ridge, essentially. After sneaking around. And they're like, okay. Because her first thing, our ranger's like, okay, you need to be quiet. You need not to talk. Just be quiet. And so in character, I just nod my head. And the DM goes, all right, please roll me a stealth check. I roll 29. And she just turns to me and goes, what? I'm like, I have plus 11 to stealth. She just kind of blinks at me like, what? You can have plus 11? I'm like, yeah, I'm half rogue. I took expertise. And she just looks through our DM who just nods. She goes, okay, I got a 22. And I'm like, ha, hee, I can stealth. And she's like, wait, so you can stealth really, really good, but then you fire your gun and everyone and their mother knows where you are. I'm like, yep. That's why I go stealthing again.
Yeah, so that sounds about right. You'd be like, I'm a sniper.
Not really. He's more of a swashbuckling dude. So
let him be a sniper in my world.
Okay, he's a sniper in your world, but so I dropped an elk. My character was very surprised, and then the most snarkiest comment came from our ranger, who was like, I shoot the elk goes down, and I just go, wow, that was, yeah. And then our ranger just kind of looks at me and goes, were you not expecting that either? Like, fucking heart of stone, like, just kill me. I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. But killed an elk, got things, and then I had a good word with our group. I'm like, yay, new character has good word.
Yeah.
But only one person has seen what my gun has done to living things, and everyone else still has no clue. I love that she went over to the elk to examine, and it's like, alright, her DM describes, okay, so you know how big his bullets are when they're not fired, and like, little tiny hole, exit wound, nearly half of the elk is gone on the exit wound. I'm like, yeah. Because it's 2d12, and I asked our DM, I was like, can I just shoot Barrett 50 caliber rounds for the lulz? And he goes, yeah, sure. I'm like, yes. So yeah, the kind of the accurate description of what 50 caliber rounds do to people.
Yeah, although that's not a
Nah,
very small
okay.
bullet.
No, it's not. It's not a very small bullet at all. It hurts. It hurts my character's shoulder. That's why he doesn't use the big gun all that much. He uses his like hand cannon, because in a round I can attack twice with a sword, and then bonus action shoot, because it's in my offhand, and I took crossbow expert, and so then as a bonus action I just fire off a shot, because it is a ranged weapon in my offhand. And so I get 4 shots with this gun. It's a weird revolver that only has 4 shots, but it's like stab,
It's a
stab,
Borderlands
bam.
revolver.
What?
It's a Borderlands revolver.
Kind of, yeah.
In Borderlands 1, yeah, there was a lot of things like that. Like, you get your 2-shot revolvers.
Yeah. I described it as the cylinder is not a cylinder, it's a box.
Yeah.
Where it just kind of like rotates. And, yeah.
I do have, or Valerie is rushing me off, but I do want to
Yeah.
ask you one thing. How do you like our new server icon for
I like it.
Gamers
Did you make it?
Exile? I did not. It was someone else. I am sending you an updated version that another community member made.
Ooh.
It's the CG version of it.
I
And
like
it's
the
also
CG
with our
version.
Requested, because we wanted to have, or I asked if we could have a cut wire on it, and then
Mhm.
he added a wire wrapping around it because I guess he didn't see that I asked to have it cut, and then so
No, that's
I
that's
got him
good.
to
The
add
cut wire with the
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah, that's good. All right, we should end this bitch now.
All right. Yes. Thank you for being here. We have all the information that you might find interesting in our description. Yeah. This has been Average Talks. We are 2 incredibly average individuals.